Hello everyone. This is in continuation with our project evaluation review technique numerical problem. This is the question we took, in which we had already solved in our previous two videos, this question A and question B. In case if you haven't watched those, I request you to first watch those two videos to come to this question C before coming to the question C. Now in this video, we will see how do we find a critical path and then the expected project completion time. So for finding critical path, we will adopt a method called forward pass and backward pass method. In forward pass method or in forward pass, we calculate what is called as earliest start time for each activity, or at each nodes we calculate the earliest start time. And then in the backward pass, we calculate what is called as latest finish time for all activities, or we will fill it up in against each node, we'll fill up the latest finish time. So for filling up, what we do is we create a home-like structure like this at each node. Let me just use a different color. This is for node 1. There is a triangle I have drawn, and then there is a rectangle I'm drawing. Then for node 2, again there is a triangle and a rectangle. For node 3, for node 4, node 5, node 6, and then node 7. So all these rectangles I will use when I go forward, means starting from node 1, when I reach node 7, whatever cumulative time I am going to calculate, that I will fill it in the rectangles. And then when I come backward, that means when I start from node 7 to reach node 1 sequentially in descending order, that time I will fill it in that triangle. Now let us start first the forward pass. Whenever I start from the beginning, that time I would not have done anything. That means I am starting at time 0. So here in the rectangle, I will be filling now only rectangles because it is forward pass what we are doing, what we are going to do now. Just a minute. We are going to fill in the forward, we are going to fill in the rectangles. To start with at node 1, since we haven't started anything, I will be putting a 0. Then moving to the next node, node 2. After 1, it is node 2. At node 2, what I see is, I will see how many arrows are coming to node 2. I find only one arrow is coming to node 2, and that is coming from node 1, right? Oh, sorry, before I start doing it, I should have filled up this mean duration everywhere. Means for activity A, it is 5 weeks. So let me fill up that 5 here. Activity B, it is 3 weeks. Activity C, it is 6 weeks. Activity D and E. D is 4, E is 2. D4, E2. And then activity F5, F5G3, F5, F5G3. Okay. Then H4I3, H4I3. Then the last activity, which is activity J, it is going to take 7 weeks on an average. So 7 weeks on an average. Sorry, I should have done this before. Right. So at node 2, I am moving from node 1. I see how many arrows are coming to node 2. Only one arrow is coming to node 2. That is coming from where? It is coming from node 1. At node 1, what is already written in the rectangle we look into? It is written as 0. And this activity, how much duration it is taking? It is taking 5 weeks. So I need to add this 0 and this 5, fill up there in the rectangle of node 2. Okay. Now, next node is node 3. Again, I see how many arrows are coming to node 3. I find only one arrow is coming to node 3, which is coming from node 1. At node 1, what is written there in rectangle? 0 is written. 1 to 3, what is the duration? It is 3. Add these two, means 0 plus 3. Fill up here with 3. Then node 4, I'm coming. I see how many arrows are coming to node 4. Node 4, 2 arrows are coming. One is coming from node 1. Another one is coming from node 3. If it comes from node 4, the duration is 0 plus 6. It is 6. But when it comes from node 3, it is 3 plus. Remember, this dotted lines are dummy activity, which do not have any duration, means the duration is 0. So if it comes from node 4, the duration is 0 plus 4, it is 6. I'm sorry, 0 plus 6, it is 6. But when it comes from 3, it is 0 plus 3, it is 3. So whichever is maximum, you have to fill that in rectangle in forward pass. In forward pass, you add the durations and then you choose the maximum. Here the maximum is 6. Fill up here with 6. Okay, then next node 5. How many arrows are coming to node 5? Only one arrow, which is coming from node 2. At node 2, what is written in the rectangle? 5 is written. So this 5 plus this 4, I have to fill up here with 9. Then at node 6, how many arrows are coming to node 6? One is coming from 2, one is coming from 4, 2 arrows. If it comes from 2, the duration is 5 plus 2, it is 7. If it comes from 4, it is 6 plus 3, it is 9. Highest is 9 only. So let me fill up here with 9. Then at node 7, how many arrows are coming? There are 4 arrows coming. One is coming from 5, one is coming from 2, one is coming from 6, one is coming from 4. So I need to consider all those. Let me write here somewhere so that it will be easier for us to calculate. Let me write this as EST maximum of what? If it comes from 5, it is 9 plus 3. So let me write 9 plus 3. Then if it comes from 2, it is 2 plus 5. Sorry, 2, it is 5 plus 5. So 5 plus 5, let me write. If it comes from 6, it is 9 plus 7. Or 9 plus 7. If it comes from 4, it is 6 plus 4. So the largest number among these numbers is, this is 12, this is 10, this is 16, and this is 10. So 16 is the largest. So let me fill up here with 16. Now, we have done the forward pass calculations because we have filled up all the rectangles, whatever is drawn here. Now we have to start with the backward pass. That means I have to start from node 7, go in a descending order. Means after doing at 7, I'll go to 6, then 5, like that. At 7, whatever number is written in the rectangle, same number will be written in the triangle also. Let me write here 16. Okay. Now, the previous node to 7 is node 6, going backward. So node 6, how many arrows are starting from 6? Only one arrow is starting from 6. Or if I do it from 7, I will say it is back arrow or reverse arrow. Let me call that as a back arrow. How many back arrows are for 6? Only one back arrow, which is from this 7. So I have to subtract. What is written in the triangle of 7? It is 16 is written. I have to subtract this 7. So when you do backward pass, you need to subtract the elements. And then if it is more than one back arrows, you will be choosing the least. Here in forward pass, you are choosing the maximum. In backward pass, you will be choosing the minimum. So 16 minus 7, it becomes 9. So fill up here with 9. Then what is the previous node to node 6? It is node 5. How many back arrows? Only one back arrow, which is from 7. So 16, this number which is there in the triangle, minus this 3. 16 minus 3, it becomes 13. Okay. Then node 4 is the previous node for node 5. At node 4, How many back arrows? One is from 6, one is from 7. If it is from 6, what is the calculation? 9, this 9, what is written in the triangle, minus this 3. So 9 minus 3, it becomes 6. If it is from 7, what is the calculation? 16 minus 4, this 16 which is there in the triangle, minus 4, it is 12. So the least number is 6 only, because 9 minus 3 is 6, 16 minus 4 is 12, least is 6. So fill up here with 6. Okay. Previous node to node 4, it is node 3. At node 3, how many back arrows? Only one back arrow, which is from node 4 only. So 6 minus this 0, I have to fill up here with 0. I'm sorry, 6. I have to fill up there with 6. Okay. Then node prior to node 3, it is node 2. How many back arrows? There are 3 back arrows. One is from 5, one is from 7, one is from 6. If it is from 5, what is the calculation? 13 minus 4, it is 9. Just keep it in mind, it is 9. If it is from 7, it is 16 minus 5, it is 11. So out of 9 and 11, 9 is the least. Let us only remember now 9. Then if it is from 6, it is 9 minus 2, it is 7. Now 9 and 7 least is 7. So let me fill up here with 7. Now, what is the node prior to node 1? It is, sorry, node 2, it is node 1. So how many back arrows? There are 3 back arrows. One is from 2, one is from 3, one is from 4. If it is from 2, it is 7 minus 2, it is 2. If it is from 3, it is 6 minus 3, it is 3. If it is from 4, it is 6 minus 6, 0. Among all this, the least is 0. So we have to fill up with 0. Remember, when you come to the first node in the reverse order, that means when you do the backward pass, definitely in the first node, you should land up with 0 only. If it is not 0, somewhere we would have made a mistake. We may have to redo the calculations of forward and backward pass. That you have to keep it in mind. So we had already done the forward pass calculations and the backward pass calculations. Now we can find out what is the critical path easily. How? You need to identify where all the rectangle and triangle are having the same numbers. That will be the critical path in an ascending order. Means the first common numbers are 0, 0. What about the next common numbers? 6, 6. Next, 9, 9. Next, 16, 16. That is in your critical path. So critical path, you can draw it like a, what do you call? Let me use the line only. I can draw it with double line, means 0, 0 to 6, 6. Let me draw a line here to meet this. Okay. Then next, from 6, 6 to 9, 9. From here, let me take here, this is 9, 9. Okay. Next, from 9, 9 to 6, 7. I'm sorry, 9, 9 to 16, 16. That means 6 to 7. Right. So wherever I had drawn the double lines, two lines are there. That is your critical path. So let us write the critical path in the next page. 1 to 4, 4 to 6, 6 to 7. That is our critical path. Critical path is 1 to, let me see once again, 1 to 4, 4 to 6, 6 to 7. 1 to 4, 4 to 6, 6 to 7. But these numbers, whatever numbers 1, 4 and all, this is given by us. But in the original problem, what is 1 to 4? 1 to 4 is nothing but activity C. I have to write that. Or critical path is, what is 1 to 4 we had seen? 1 to 4 is activity C. So I have to simply write C to, what is 4 to 6? 4 to 6 is activity G. Okay. What is 6 to 7? 6 to 7 is activity J. Right. Now, the expected duration of the project. Expected total duration of the project is what? See, the last number in the last node, that is your expected duration. Means 16 weeks is 16 weeks. One is that. Another one is you can even find out whether it is matching or not. For example, C. What is the duration? Mean duration for C? It is 6 weeks. Let me write here. Weeks 6 plus. What is the duration of G? It is 3 weeks. What is the duration of J? It is 7 weeks. So it becomes 16 weeks. So even if I add those critical activities, so these activities are called as critical activities. Activity C, activity G, activity J are called as critical activities. All other activities are considered to be a non-critical activity, right? So, right. So we had done the question third, which is find the critical path and the expected project completion time. That is being done here. Let me put a tick over there. We have two more questions, which we will see in our next videos, right? Till then, see you all. Thank you very much. Take care.